Is Keir Starmer facing an unfortunate bombardment of misfortune? Or is lack of character and integrity and good values being exposed? In this video, Christys absolutely destroys Starmer over the explosive China spy scandal. Plus, we break down the timeless leadership principles of character, integrity and values, what they really mean for leaders. Before we get into the details, if you love diving into political issues and enjoy hearing a principled take on them, then hit the like button, share this video, and subscribe to join the conversation. It will help our channel reach a wider audience.
Today, the head of MI5 said he was frustrated that the China spy trial inexplicably collapsed under this Labour government.
So, of course, our preference always is to effect the most enduring disruption we can. When prosecutions and convictions happen, that's great. So yes, we are frustrated when those things don't happen. In fact, this is not unique. There are sometimes reasons why prosecutions don't work.
He also dropped the bombshell that MI5 has thwarted a major Chinese threat in the last week.
The UK-China relationship is, by its nature, complex. But MI5's role is not. We detect and deal robustly with activity threatening UK national security. MI5 will keep doing what the public would expect of us, preventing, detecting and disrupting activity of national security concern. Our track record is strong. We've intervened operationally again just in the last week, and we will keep doing so.
Just to give you an idea of how bad the China spy issue is, yesterday it was revealed that China reportedly hacked the UK government. A Chinese-owned company was given a contract relating to Britain's critical national infrastructure. It's believed they accessed diplomatic messages from Britain's ambassadors all around the world, details of military operations from us and our allies, and other info that could damage the resilience of our security and national infrastructure. The Chinese state is also accused of hacking the NHS. Are our medical records at risk? They hacked the Electoral Commission in 2021 and had access to 40 million voters. They also breached the Ministry of Defence's payroll system. So successive governments have known this, especially top-level civil servants. So which is what makes it so confusing, doesn't it? The collapse of the Chinese spy case. Now, I'm going to outline for you what Sir Keir Starmer's position is and see whether or not you believe this, okay? Here it is. That the Deputy National Security Advisor, Matthew Collins, was asked to give additional evidence on this spy trial to the Crown Prosecution Service about the threat that China poses. Collins allegedly didn't discuss this with his boss or any Labour minister. Collins included a segment of the Labour Party manifesto in his statement to the Crown Prosecution Service, again, without asking anyone in the Labour Party about this. The Crown Prosecution Service told him that they needed just a little bit more information to prosecute. He apparently decided not to provide that evidence. Keir Starmer was told the trial was about to collapse. He apparently didn't ask why. He also didn't seem to ask if anything could be done to stop that collapse, and it seems he didn't even ask to see the statements provided to the Crown Prosecution Service by the Deputy National Security Advisor. Do you believe that? Seriously? Does he think we're born yesterday? And today, we're told that Housing Minister Steve Reed has delayed the decision to approve or reject Beijing's application for a 600,000 square foot mega embassy near the Tower of London. Why? So, we've given the Chinese access to our government secrets, then covered it up when they hacked it. The Chinese have hacked the NHS, the Ministry of Defence and the Electoral Commission, and we've still not called them an enemy. Charges were dropped against two alleged Chinese spies. Sir Keir Starmer is giving us a ridiculous explanation that many people just don't believe, and we've delayed a decision that could block them from building a 600,000 square foot mega embassy in central London. Look, I'm sorry, but what is really going on here? Is the British state working for us, or are they working for the Chinese? It doesn't add up. Are we being run by the Chinese communists or something?
Yeah, it just kind of looks that way, doesn't it? I mean, you can imagine the frustration for Sir Ken McCallum, over at Thames House, on a daily basis, trying to hold back the tsunami of Chinese efforts to infiltrate this country's organisations. And Sir Keir Starmer is just is just blowing it away, just wiping it away, just kicking it into the long grass. This is an incredibly serious story, and it's got legs and it will run and run now. I just think that now that the British public has kind of got its head around it, because actually what happened to start with is that everyone got confused by the technicalities.
Yes.
But actually, it's a very simple story to understand. We know that our security agencies describe China as the enemy. The threat is the enemy. That's it. Now we need to pay attention to this. I mean, it's the age-old balancing act between what is acceptable in terms of national security and what we need to have in terms of an economic relationship. And they're dancing on a pinhead about it right now. We do have some very, very tough decisions ahead of us, but we cannot do a modern-day kowtow to the Chinese government.
Yeah, I mean, Sir Keir Starmer took the knee for Black Lives Matter. Now he's doing it to Beijing, isn't he?
Yeah, but I think he has so many questions to answer over this collapse of the spy case. So firstly, the civil servant that provided the written statements using political language, which former civil servants have come out and said it's just inconceivable that Matthew Collins did not discuss this with other Labour ministers. But also, let's not forget, Jonathan Powell, the National Security Advisor, has been accused of torpedoing the trial, so not to embarrass the Chinese whilst the UK is trying to rebuild a relationship with China. So what is Starmer not saying here? Because he's refusing to release correspondence between the CPS and the government. Also, the minutes of the meetings that Jonathan Powell was in September before the case collapsed. There are a whole load of questions here, and it's about a cover-up, because, the cover-up gets an administration. And there's one argument that it's about economic cooperation and growth, and rather than national security. You can argue which one is more valuable, but you've got to be transparent about it. And listen, it's not the only time, by the way, that the Labour government has been cozying up with Beijing, surrendering British territory.
Mind you,
allies.
Successive governments have done it.
Yeah.
I mean, and actually, it has gone on for decades.
Yeah.
I was a foreign correspondent in Hong Kong, frequently in China, Fox News, and it was going on then. And that was decades ago.
This is what is so...
Sadly, it seems as though characters without character are running the country. Their laws and policies prove they value the opposite of what they claim to value in their public speeches. People aren't blind. One mistake can have serious consequences. But consistently and intentionally making poor choices reveal deep flaws in character, integrity, and values. Your values as a leader show in your choices. A government's values show in laws and policies. Thinking that you can spin scandals, deflect responsibilities to other parties, and bury stories with the mainstream media assistance reveals deficits in your personal and political values. Leaders with character correct their course before they are publicly called out. Not just to save face, but because they truly value the people they serve. From his Director of Public Prosecution days, botching the grooming gang scandal, to covering up the Stockport stabbing. From Lord Ali freebies to the alleged Ukrainian models thrashing his properties. From stripping pensioners' winter fuel payments to the farmers' land tax grab. From smearing peaceful protesters as far-right thugs to the Donkeyland disaster. From banning Maccabi Tel Aviv fans to dropping the China spy case. Adding to all this, the blatant disregard for free speech rights and ignoring public fierce disagreement with digital ID. From the open border crisis, he has no credible plans to fix. And the inflation crisis they have run out of socialist policies to resolve. Leaders need character and integrity to manage a country. Without them, money, sex, drugs, and freebies will sway you. Compromised leaders destabilize nations. If you're controlled, you can't decide freely. Don't run for office just for power. Check if your values, character and integrity aligned with the people, or division and conflict are bound to continue. You can't serve the people and your controllers. You may have to love one and hate the other. Identify leaders with genuine character, integrity and values and vote for them into office. Like this video if you reject compromised leadership. If you have benefited in any way from this video, please subscribe, like, share, and be sure to leave us a comment.